Okay, we are fired up. We are fired up again for our next live stream. I'm just gonna do that countdown again. I know there's a couple of people who probably still need to join this live stream. Yeah. I'm not a musician, but it's just my intro song. Okay. I know my voice may have come in there, somehow I may have doubled in there, but if that was something you heard, then absolutely disregard that. We are fired up for our next live stream. So guys, welcome back again to another live stream. I'm not as fired up as I might sound. I sound pretty fired up, but trust me, I've had a long day, and still kind of like down in energy in some way, but we have to do what we have to do. We're dedicated to the cause, and so that's why we're showing up for our next live stream. I'm going to give a few minutes for people to join. I know that, not a lot of people will be catching up with the stream immediately. So I normally give about 5-7 minutes maybe for people to join the stream. And I do also, let's see here, maybe we'll probably just share this as well for anyone who wants to still join the stream. Let's see here. I'm just going to put this. Let's share this somewhere. Okay. I believe we'll share that as well. So guys, welcome back to another YouTube live stream. This will be our episode 4, I believe, of the live stream. And I'm glad to be hosting this again. It's really something that I also enjoy, but it's not the easiest thing because you need a lot of you need to be consistent. But before being consistent, you need to have figured your stuff out pretty well. You need to have figured yourself out. Otherwise, live stream is different from having videos already made and edited. You're just like spitting things on the go, and somehow you may, it's not like editing where you have to like remove it after you've said something. So I do enjoy these live streams. At the end of the day, the last live stream we had a guest where we're talking about situationship. But in this particular live stream, we'll be discussing something a little bit more different. I'll be talking about how men can embrace a more masculine energy. If you're a woman on this live stream or joining or ever watch this, you watch at your own discretion. I wanted to use the term peril, but no, peril rather. But you watch at your own discretion. So I'm just gonna give a few more minutes for people to join the stream, and also you can call in. You can ask me any questions. I'm available to talk. Like I would like to catch up. I'm just gonna put the link in the chat. I hope that link is still there for me. I'm just gonna put that link in the chat. I'm available to talk. If you wanna ever, call in. If you don't want to show your face, the link also. I mean, you have that option not to show your face if you don't want to show your face. But we can always talk. So there's a link in the chat there where you can always call in and we can have a conversation. So still giving it a little bit more time for those who will join the stream. Before we even get into the main focus of the live stream today, I wanted to discuss something, touch on something a little bit important. In one of the videos I made, I got a comment in that video where the guy was insinuating that his partner left him due to a small quarrel, a small misunderstanding that they had. And to me, it didn't really make sense. Actually, it wasn't just a misunderstanding. He claimed that it was just a mere accusation, that he just suspected her of cheating. He only suspected her of cheating, and then she packed up her things and left the house. That just didn't seem convincing to me, you know. In that comment, I had to probe. I had to ask him. I'm like, it's pretty strange for any woman to just pack up her things and leave her home, her marital home. Like, you guys are married. Even if, whether you have kids or not, that's not really the point here. But you guys are married. It's pretty strange for her to just, bundle up her things and then leave the house based off of a mere accusation from you. It's not enough. I don't think any woman would leave her husband's house because the husband kind of suspects her of cheating. I don't think that's solid enough for most women, to be honest. But after probing a little bit harder, I discovered that, okay, he ended up confessing that, okay, that he's slapped his wife before, and I found that to be, some men actually tell lies to suit their narrative. This is a trend that, people do because obviously depending on, wanting to feel validated or whatever, people would always lie in order to suit their own story or their own narrative. So women do that as well, men do that as well. But it was just very absurd for a man to do that, especially in a comment section where, hey, we don't know who you are, okay? You're not showing your face. You need to tell the truth all the time so that you can be helped properly. If you're not coming out and telling the truth and being absolutely honest, then how are you supposed to get proper help? Only for you to be questioned more and more, and you finally confess that, hey, I slapped my wife. I slapped my wife, and that's why she left. It's not enough for her to leave me. It's more than enough, more than sufficient for any woman to dump your ass if you lay your hands on her. That's a boundary you've crossed, and you will never win a case where you have inflicted physical pain on a woman. There's nothing, it invalidates every case that you have. Even if you've been in the right all along, you've been the one who may have been wronged, you've been the one who was suffering in the relationship, whatever it is. But the moment you decide to lay your hands, to lay your finger on a woman, that's the time that you have lost every right to be called a man, and you have lost that case entirely. So I just wanted to state that out there. There might still be a few men who do this, but it's not a wise decision to ever lay your fingers or on a woman for any reason. Okay? So I just wanted to throw that in there while I wait for more people to join the stream. I just had to throw that out there. It was just a conversation that a conversation in the chat that I had, a few, I think maybe about 2 weeks ago or thereabout. So this is a pretty informal live stream, very informal, very relaxed, pretty chilled. If you see me looking between the camera and my computer, it's just because I'm trying to monitor things, make sure everything is working well. But this is gonna be a pretty chilled live stream. And like I said, if you ever have any questions, anything you want to ask in the chat, or you want to call in, I've put a link in the chat that you can always dial in and join us on the stream. Okay, guys? Important to stay warm. It's pretty cold out there. Not too cold today, actually. So I'm just I'll probably jump into the live stream. Like I said, this conversation is more geared towards men and embracing a more masculine energy. Some people may say, why do you need to have a masculine energy? What is that about? Because masculinity is connoted to something toxic. Yeah. A lot of people join masculine energy with toxicity, but that is not true. And that is not the narrative that we men should believe, or that women should ever believe at all. Masculinity has nothing to do with toxicity. Actually, we need to own up to our masculinity. We need to be genuine to ourselves, and women also benefit from men being in their masculine. Women benefit from men being in their masculine. Okay, guys? There's no way you denying or embracing a more feminine energy like the society is preaching these days. That doesn't help you as a man. That would never help you as a man. Okay? This is something that I really want a lot of men to realize, because what the society is preaching or pushing, the agenda they are pushing out there, is for you to dial it down a bit. Dial it down. The expectations of society and the needs of society are gradually changing, and due to these changes, it's affecting the way a man thinks and the way a man operates. The changes in gender role, changes in society expectations overall. Even the media is pushing a lot of agenda that's meant to reduce your masculinity. Yeah. Those traditional roles don't exist anymore. They don't want those to exist anymore. Where a man is masculine and a woman is in her feminine, and that energy comes together to create harmony between two people who are in a relationship. So because of that, like even when the trend, I know there's a lot of guys who join on the trend of soft guy era. I'm in my soft guy era. I need to be pampered. I need to be taken care of. I made a video about that, and I was actually catching a little bit of fun with it. But I would never encourage any man to that's happening a lot, even in the United States. It's happening a lot right now in the United States, where men are beginning to relax a bit more. I hear stories where guys go to Africa, especially Africans too. They go to Africa, they get married, and they bring their wife over. And then they make sure their wife goes into high-paying jobs, very skilled jobs, like nursing, and works a lot, works overtime and all that. And then they take a step back to relax, to chill, while their wife works and pays the bills and does all those things. And then she talks, he will say, oh, I brought you here. I married you. I brought you out of Nigeria. I brought you out of Cameroon, out of Burundi, out of Ghana. I'm funding your stay in this country. I was the one who sponsored you to come here. So you paying the bills and working and doing all these things is not too much for you to do. It's not too much for you to do. You can just do that. And let's live happily ever after. And you see the guys, they take a step back. They are not working. They are not doing anything with themselves anymore, because they hand everything over to the woman. I don't support men denying or running away from their masculinity, their masculine energy. When you refine that, work on that, you'll see how appealing that is, how much more appealing you will be as a man. Your overall personality is improved. Okay, guys? So I won't waste much time. I would actually jump into the presentation. So these are ways you can embrace a more masculine energy. Okay? If you are here, okay, I'm seeing some comments in the chat. Welcome. If you're in the chat, welcome. Vectra the water. brought from same mother, from Africa, from Nigeria. All right, so like I said, the aim of this conversation is for you to realize that society has a certain motive, a certain agenda, okay, for you to begin to dial down your energy as a man. Yeah. And preach things that you may not accept, and just generally make you a little more feminine, a little more, being, like I said, being a man and you're masculine, these are not bad traits. Okay. So what are some ways you can embrace a more masculine energy? Once again, I'll repeat that. Being in your masculine is not a bad thing. It's a good thing for you. And it's even a good thing for the women, for the society at large. The society prospered a lot more even many years ago when people understood their roles, when the man understood his role, when the woman understood her role. Things have changed a bit, yes, but if that fundamental thinking is still there, it helps everyone. It helps everyone operate cordially. Okay? And even in the modern time, these points that I'll be mentioning would apply even in this time, would apply to you. You can use these points to be a better man overall, a better man. If you are lacking in more than 3 areas of this about these 9 points that I'll be mentioning, you need to work on something. You need to work on yourself pretty fast. Okay? Number 1, develop a strong sense of purpose. A strong sense of purpose. You need purpose as a man. You need direction. You need focus. Okay? If you don't have purpose, then your existence and the path you are treading would inevitably lead you astray, lead you on the wrong way. Okay? Masculine energy thrives on direction and focus. It thrives on direction and focus. What is that thing that wakes you up in the morning? What is that thing that before you sleep, you are thinking about it? When you wake up, that is still the same thing you are thinking of. What is it for you? Can you take a moment, even if it's a few seconds, take a moment and think of that thing that as you're about to sleep, that's what's on your mind. When you wake up, that is the same thing on your mind. If you don't have that, if you're missing that at any point, trust me, this is you losing your masculine energy. I can't put it any other way, especially if you've come of age. There has to be something that is driving you. There has to be something that is motivating you. There has to be something that you wake up for. That you wake up for that thing. You sleep and that thing is on your mind. Your whole focus and attention is channeled towards it. Define clear goals in life and pursue them relentlessly. This is what makes you a man. Your drive, your focus, your purpose is what makes you a man. Forget it. If you just wake up and all you do is lazy around, maybe you have your 9 to 5, which is fine, which you need to have. But if you don't like your 9 to 5 and then you don't channel your energy into anything else, you don't channel your energy into something else that you love to do, then this is you losing your masculine energy, your masculinity, your purpose. I see a lot of guys, all they think of, all they dream about is women. All they think of and fantasize and wish for is women. Yeah. They go to sleep probably thinking about a woman or some women and wake up, their day, everything they do is geared towards women. It can't be like that for you. I'm telling you, this 2025, you need to change that mindset. You need to walk differently. You can't live your life on the basis of pursuing women, on the basis of attracting, just wanting women. You can't live your life based off of that. There are things you have to pursue first before other things come. There are things you have to establish first. Then other things will come along with it. You wake up, you have no single drive, no motivation, nothing you are working towards. I'm not trying to castigate anyone here. I'm not trying to bring you down, bring down your spirit. I'm actually here to motivate you. There has to be something you wake up to, you wake up for. There has to be something that you are pursuing. That's your purpose. You've been brought into this world to create an impact, no matter how small, no matter how tiny. Some people are intimidated by what other people are doing. They are intimidated by where other people are. They are intimidated. They don't know how to bring themselves to beat their calling. But no, you have to start small. You have to start from somewhere. No matter how little, you must start from somewhere. If you disregard your starting point, then that doesn't help you. You must start from somewhere. No matter how small, how tiny. Every step is incremental, and you must take that time to gradually improve and work on what. If you take a look at many of my videos, when I started YouTube, I'm still growing, but I started YouTube it's almost 2 years. When I started YouTube, if you take a look at some of my oldest videos, you will probably laugh. You'll be like, "What the hell? Who the hell is this guy? What is he saying? What is he doing?" You will probably laugh at my clips. Yeah, my mic bad. My presentation, horrible. I didn't know what I was doing. I was out of it. You will probably relegate me to the background. Be like, remove this guy. Just this guy, I don't know what this guy is talking about. But incrementally, I got better. I got better with talking to the camera, even when there's nobody here. There's literally nobody here, but I'm talking to the camera. Okay? It's that simple. You have to keep improving. And as you do these things on a daily, you will see yourself, you will look back and see how far you've come. You will look back and see how far. I'm telling you, this is personal experience that I'm sharing with you. Forgive my passion, forgive how I'm speaking right now, but that's just who I am. Especially when I'm trying to pass a message, especially to men, you must start from somewhere. And people may laugh. People may wonder. People may be shocked. People may be surprised. Who is this guy? What is he talking about? What are you about? You will make mistakes. You will learn. You will improve. You will get better. And as you get better, it helps you on your purpose, on your journey to the promised land. Okay? A man with a purpose naturally exudes confidence and strength. This is what this point that I highlighted here means. When you have purpose, it gives you confidence and strength. When you have purpose, when you have something you wake up to, when people are asking you questions, "Hey, who are you? What are you about?" You have something to say. You have something solid to say. Some people, when they ask them that, they freeze. They freeze instantly. They don't even know what they're about or who they are. How do you develop a strong sense of purpose? Reflect on what excites you and motivates you. What is it that motivates you? What is it that excites you? What is it that you can highlight them? I have a board in my room where I just write down stuff. You can highlight those things that motivate you. That thing that motivate, like you could be lacking motivation right now, but I'm here to stir you up. I'm here to stir you. 2025 cannot pass you by. Cannot pass you by, just like 2024 did. It can't, because the earlier you start, the better. It's like investing in the stock market. It's like investing. The earlier you start investing, the better. The earlier you start investing in yourself, the better. The quicker you will get results, the sooner you will become more improved. These incremental steps help you as a man. Set long-term goals that align with your values. Dedicate time daily to work on your goals, no matter how small the progress. I talked about this before. No matter how small, no matter how little. I'm telling you, they come up to mean so much after a few months, after a year. You will see how far you've come. You will see how far you've come. I'm here to stir you up as a man. Many of you have been thinking about a lot of things that you need to do, a lot of things you need to achieve. If you have the patience, the tenacity to stay on this live stream, you'll be able to realize that having these energies that I'll be sharing, these ways you can improve your masculine energy, can absolutely help you in life. Number 2, you need to cultivate emotional resilience. Emotional resilience as a man, very important. Emotional resilience. They are saying a lot of things these days. Oh, man, as men, we have to be in tune with our emotions and be vulnerable. I've talked about this before in some of my videos. I've talked about how men need to actually be a little bit more in tune with their emotion and be vulnerable. But in the midst of that, you have to realize that life is going to bring a lot of things to you that if you just allow them, they will crush you. It would crush you. If you just always let your emotions loose and let it fly and have no control over it, you're going to get crushed by life. I can't begin to share a lot of experiences that I've had, and even so many people that I know that have had a lot of experiences. Emotional resilience is about staying grounded and composed in the face of adversity. It means not letting emotions control your decisions, but rather responding thoughtfully to challenges. Your ability to respond thoughtfully to any challenge that's going to come your way, because if it's for the challenge, they will come. The challenge will come. Hey, like you're going to face things in life that you never anticipated you would ever face. You're going to experience things in life that you never saw coming. So many losses that you would never anticipate. So many heartbreak that you would never anticipate. And your ability to be grounded in the face of anything that's testing your emotion. This makes you a man. Yes. Your ability to stay founded on what you believe, your ability to give back that energy that, that is trying to take away your joy. It's trying to take away those tough experiences that are trying to rattle you and put you in a very emotional state where you just can't figure it out. You can't figure yourself out anymore. It's okay once in a while. You can go down in your bedroom when you're about to sleep. You can cry to yourself. You can let those emotions out. But when you wake up, the world, unfortunately, does not care about your emotional pain. I'll say it again. As tough as that sounds and as sorry as that sounds, the world is not tolerant to your emotional distress. They will still punch you. The world will still punch you, give you those blows here and there. It's like that time that you're down. That time that you're down, that's when further things are coming to put you down. That's when further things are coming to break you down, to punch you and intimidate you. It's always that time that you are suffering that more and more terrible things happen, begin to suppress you more and more. How do you build emotional resilience? You need to practice mindfulness or meditation to develop emotional control. I can tell you guys, I realized there are certain things that trigger my emotion. And there are many of them can usually just be little things. But one thing I've realized is that I have a little bit of road rage. So when I'm driving, it's like when I see people moving slowly or blocking my way or not indicating or all this, it triggers something in me. It just makes me very uncomfortable, you know. I don't know. Many people battle that, but that's something that I've experienced, and I'm like, hey, I probably need the steering wheel to be taken off my hand at some point because, I mean, I'm getting better now, but as at a year, it was pretty bad. I didn't even drive that often, but whenever I got in the car, my rage was just a little thing that somebody does on the road triggers me instantly, and my rage goes off. I have a little bit of road rage. But I began to work on that. I began to take it easy, calm down a bit more. If somebody in front of me is moving slowly, I try to, relax myself. Some lanes you can't really overtake. I try to calm down and just follow them. That may be paining you a bit, but you just have to, you have to be able to control your emotion as a man. So for some of you, it's the woman that you're with that is triggering your emotion. It's the person that you are with. I don't want to go into that just yet. Another thing here, reframe. Reframe setbacks as opportunities for growth. Many of your setbacks are opportunities for you to get better. Yes. You may be experiencing something. Someone said here, coach, don't drive with rage. Okay, I'll try. So opportunities, your setback, present that as a setup see that as a setup for your step up. I saw that somewhere many years ago. A setback is a setup for a step up. So for many people, you are facing a lot of setback right now. Even as I've faced a lot of frustration with many things. And I'm like, I don't know how to get out of it. I don't know how to get out of that space that I am in. But I changed my mindset towards it. Hey, like whatever I'm suffering right now, whatever I'm enduring right now, is just an opportunity for me to learn. It's a test for my patience, an opportunity for me to learn and be better. Surround yourself with supportive people who encourage you to stay strong. Yes. Not all these people who would encourage you on the path of constant vulnerability, constant crying, constant being, victim mindset, self-pity. No. There are people who are in tune, who can be in tune with your emotion, but at the same time, they will give you advice, solid advice that says, hey, pick yourself up and keep going. You have to keep going. There are times you need to stop, breathe, relax, cry, whatever it is. I keep saying cry. But you need to pick yourself up at some point and keep going. Okay, guys? So, another thing here, the third point, I believe, is for you to take ownership of your life. I don't know how to explain this because there are so many people right now who still blame their parents for the outcome of their life. It's about time you stop blaming your mother for how your life turned out. As a man, it's about time you stop blaming your father for what he has done for you. It's about time. It's about time you give that up. Give it up. Give it up. Drop it by the side. So many people will take that mindset to the grave. You will see someone at 65, they are still blaming their father for how their life turned out. Their father who is in the grave and who is gone. They are still blaming their uncle for not showing up for them. That rich uncle that has money never did anything for me. It's about time you drop that. As a man, it's about time you stepped out of that mindset. Blaming people, looking for somebody to pass the blame to for your own inefficiencies, for your own deficiencies. I'm here to call you out. People think, your channel is always, cussing out to women or or talking about women in some way. No. Look closely at many of my videos. It's tailored towards men to help you grow and be better. If you are open to it, I'm not here to stroke people's ego, because what do I stand to gain by telling you lies, by making you feel good all the time? I don't gain anything. Sometimes the truth is going to make you feel uncomfortable. Sometimes the truth is going to hurt It's not going to be pleasant. The truth would always make you feel that way. But your ability to be open-minded, to embrace the truth and learn from it is what's going to help you in the world that we live in right now, where everyone is believing lies and lies. We all want to believe lies, things that make us feel good, things that validate us, things that make us feel, on the high. That's what we want to believe. But you can't be one of those men. You have to be one of those men who often tell yourself the truth. You tell yourself the truth at every point of your life. Hey, I messed up. I'm not doing well here. I'm blaming this person for my issue. I'm blaming that person for my issue. I need to take a step back and do something about it myself. I can't keep blaming my parents for the way my life is going. I can't keep blaming my circumstance. I can't keep blaming my location. I can't keep putting blames, finding excuses to things. No, I cannot. I have to be able to take charge of that situation and do something about it. If it's your location that you don't like, do something about it. If it's where you currently work that you don't like, do something about it. Do something that other people don't normally do. If you do stuff that every other person is doing, then you're just like every other person and you fall into the same pool. I'm talking about when you want to get out of your situation. Some people, for example, don't like the job that they have. Okay, I don't like where I work right now. What do I have to do about it? Well, I can put my resume together and then start throwing applications online. Well, do you know how many people are doing that? So many more people are doing that. Thousands of people are doing that every day. For one job you apply to, probably about 200 more people or 300 more people apply to that same job that you just applied to. And what are your chances of getting an interview or even being hired? Pretty slim. In a pool of over 200 people who applied, you would most likely not be the best skilled person. Your resume may not be the one who what stands out the most, and some people will cover it with other things. Oh, I'm praying that works out. I'm doing something. No, you need to do a little bit more than that. You need to do a little bit more than just doing online application and expecting that people will call you back or that somebody would see your resume and honor you. No, you need to do much more than that. This could be a separate video. Okay, I could tell you, I don't want to bore you with some of my experiences, but there were times in my life that I searched for a job and nothing was coming. Nothing was happening until I thought to myself, I have to do things differently. I have to do things different from how other people do it for me to have any chance of getting anything here. And I did. I'm not going to start explaining the ways that you did, but even going physically into companies is something that a lot of people may not think of. But I just give you a tip. Some people, when you are looking for some type of jobs, you could literally walk into that company and request to speak to a manager or speak to somebody. Is that something that many people do? No. Many people just do everything online and expect that it works. I don't want to drift too much away from our point here. Okay? Embracing masculine energy means stepping out of a victim mindset and taking full responsibility for your actions, decisions, and outcomes. That's what we're talking about here. Stop blaming others or external circumstances for your challenges. Make proactive decisions that align with your goals. Be honest about your weaknesses and work on improving them. Yeah, this is what's going to help you. One thing that will definitely help you as a man. I'm going to go right next into the other point. Prioritize physical fitness. If you're a lady watching this, everybody needs to be physically fit. Physical strength and health are deeply tied to masculine energy. Yeah. There are so many things that I would like to point out on this particular topic, but I want to tread a bit more carefully when I talk because, guys, I know that people are sick. So many people have, certain things that they are battling. But I can tell you that the average man there who is obese, it's not about his sickness. It's just lifestyle. It's just his choices, the type of food you eat, denying the gym, and just living, without caution to your own body. What do you think is going to serve you through life? It's your body. You are not going to the gym. You're overweight. You're probably obese. What are you doing with that pot belly? Can I talk to you? I said this space was specifically for men. What do you think you are 27? What are you doing with that pot belly? Let's understand here. Okay? Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm married. It doesn't matter. Women don't care about that anyways. It doesn't matter. It's evidence of good living. It doesn't matter. So many people make a lot of excuses, but naturally, that doesn't make you even look attractive. It does not. Anybody who has told you, oh, that makes you attractive, well, maybe 2% of women will find that attractive. Maybe. But that's not an attractive thing to have. You're carrying a big stomach at 27. And you've not worked on your muscles. There's nothing about you that you are putting in shape. You are denying ever going to the gym. This doesn't help you as a man. Physical strength and health are deeply tied to masculine energy. A strong body fosters confidence, discipline, and mental clarity. Yeah, it helps you. When you are fit, it works out your mind too. I've experienced it. There's no need. We don't say these things because they sound good. We say it because we've also experienced it. I know the sort of doors or the sort of feelings or the sort of ways that the mental state that I got into when I started working out, when I started prioritizing physical fitness. I can show you a picture. Actually, I don't even know where that picture is right now, but probably I could dig it up. I could show you a picture before and after of me. I could show you a picture before and after of me. Where is it? If there was a way, I've never done this before, guys. So if there was a way for me to, I think I'll show that towards the end of the video. You'll see a picture of me where I was a little bigger. Even when I was doing my podcast, I was much bigger than this. Not much, but you will see the difference in my face and all that. And I started working out. I started prioritizing fitness. The gym, hitting the gym often is something that's going to help you. It's something that's going to help you stay fit, stay healthy. It works out your mind too. It makes you resilient. You see all these points that we've mentioned, all these other points that we've mentioned before now, working out even buttresses those points for you. Yeah. Your ability to go to the gym and prioritize your health and your well-being is absolutely important for a man. Set a constant workout routine, strength training, cardio, martial arts, doing things that obviously other people may not often do. If you're just joining the stream as well, welcome to the stream. And once again, we are discussing how man can embrace a lot more, a stronger masculine energy, which is important for every man. So I could come back to this point, but there are so many things that I have to say about this. Almost all my videos will reflect your ability to work out. I never missed, I think for a couple days now, or on an average, I would say I work out 3 times a week. If you average it out, sometimes it's 4 times in a week. And that's how you attain the body that you want. That's how the confidence comes in. Because you being physically fit and looking good also boosts your confidence, boosts your mindset, boosts your thinking overall. Okay? Lead with action and not words. Many guys are just talkers. All they do is, say things. They never really follow up on whatever they say. They overpromise and underdeliver. This is a business term that they talk about. They tell you to underpromise and overdeliver. It's better for you to underpromise and overdeliver than to overpromise and underdeliver. All you do is talk. You never really follow up with any action. All you do is promise. You promise people this. You say, I'm going to do this. Oh, I'll get you this. Oh, I'll buy this. I'll do this. You always talk, but no action, no proof. Why don't you dial down your talking, your talkativeness? If there's a term like that, maybe somebody could tell me that too, because obviously I talk. But I talked because I'm talking about what we are talking about here. Why don't you dial it down a bit, especially in your relationship? Dial it down a bit. Be somebody who leads with action. Be somebody who leads with delivery. Delivering on what you may have promised or said is more important than just talking all the time and never really following up with anything. Masculine energy values action over empty promises. You promise and promise, you say this, but you never really follow up with it. People respect those who follow through on their commitment and let their actions speak for them. How can you achieve this? Instead of over-explaining your intentions, why don't you show results? Why don't you show results? Instead of always telling people what your plan is, what your goal is, where you are going next year, your New Year resolution, instead of often sharing this with people, why don't you just do it? Why don't you just go ahead and write it down for yourself to see, and then, go ahead and do it? Because too much talking and dwelling on something can, remove your ability to actually even focus on that thing in terms of working on it. Everybody you see, you are telling this, you are telling that, you are telling, even some people, I talked about this before, there's no mystery around you. All you do is talk, and talk. You never really follow through with anything. And this is not something that a lot of people, even women, value like that. You just talking and always, I'm not sure how else to explain this. Okay? It's important for you as a man to follow through with action, delivery on whatever it is that you may have promised. Okay, guys? The next thing I'm going to say here is embrace challenges and discomfort. Growth occurs outside your comfort zone. Masculine energy involves leaning into challenges and learning to thrive under pressure. You may hear a beeping sound there, but I'm sure you can still hear my voice. Your ability to thrive under pressure, doing things that are outside of your comfort zone, is important for you as a man. Things that are outside your comfort. So many of us are used to doing things a certain way. We are used to doing things in a fixed manner, in our own set ways, and we never really step out of our comfort zone. We have defined it, our comfort zone, and we are there. We are relaxed there. We are chilled there. Nobody's going to take us out of this place that we've created for ourselves, and we put ourselves in that place. And this doesn't help you grow. It doesn't help you grow as a man. Sometimes you need to be able to step out of that thing that you're used to doing. That route that even sometimes they tell people, if you're used to driving a certain route, drive a different route. Maybe someday take another road. Come out of that comfort zone that you're in. That space that you've created for yourself to just relax, that you think works, but it doesn't work. It doesn't push you to improve or be better. I have one of my friends who joined the military. As at Charles Osweke, yeah, he even called in at some point. He joined the military, I believe, a couple months back and came out successful. I'm like, this dude really went on to take on something that difficult to join the military and go through all that training and all that just because it was something that he wanted to do, and just because he believed that this thing was going to help me improve and develop. Lost a lot of weight. You can see the difference in his pictures, in how he looks. Lost a lot of weight, became a little bit more ripped. Developing that sense of masculinity that you have, absolutely important for any man. How can you embrace this? Take on tasks that intimidate you or seem difficult. View failures as stepping stones towards your success. We talked about this before. Build habits that make you adaptable, such as cold showers and intermittent fasting. Okay, guys, I'm going to go. This will be our second to the last point here that I'll be making here. I want you to cultivate presence. What do I mean by this? Being present means giving your full attention to the moment. Let me check on. It is a hallmark of masculine energy because it conveys focus, confidence, and stability. Your ability to be, so many of us are not really good at like listening. All we do is just, talk. We actually talk. We actually listen to respond. We don't listen to actually assimilate what the other person is saying. Okay, a lot of men fall prey into something like this, where they don't listen to their partner to actually understand maybe where she's coming from. Though we understand that women talk a little bit more, but sometimes I found myself in that situation where I'm just listening to reply, to respond. I'm not listening to understand. And this is something that you can work on. Your ability to listen to understand what the other person is saying is absolutely important than listening and preserving your response. Your response in your mind, you're waiting for it. And once she's done, you just respond without actually responding to what they have said, but you're responding to that thing that you have conceived in your mind already. Being present, giving your full attention to the moment is a hallmark of masculinity. We talked about this. How can you cultivate it? Practice active listening in conversations. We just talked about this. Eliminate distractions like excessive phone usage when working or interacting with others. This is something that, like the phone usage part, I don't know how to actually explain this, because if you see a guy who is like addicted to his phone, this is not a good trait. This is not a good trait. I would, anybody actually who is addicted to their phone, it's not something I noticed. I talked about this in one of my videos. I noticed at some point I was addicted to my phone, but I wasn't always on my phone checking things that were useless or social media, all that stuff. No, I was always on my phone for YouTube Studio. YouTube Studio, if you check the apps that I use the most, YouTube Studio comes first, because I'm always looking at the stats, trying to make sure everything is fine and all that stuff, thumbnail, blah. And I was like, no, this is obsession. This is too much. I bought a phone lock, put my phone away sometimes, where I lock it away even for an hour. And it locks your phone. You can see notifications. You can see maybe calls. You'll be able to take them, but you can't interact with your phone. You can't chat. You can't do anything else. And that made me realize how addicted we are to our phones. How addicted I was to my phone. How addicted a lot of people are to their phones. If some people, you're just like this, even while in traffic. Let's say you've come to a red light, you come to a stop. The next thing, you are reaching for your phone, because that's the natural thing to just do for you now. You are addicted to using your phone. This is not a good thing for a man. Some people are not present when their partner is talking to them, or even when they go on dates, they're not even present. Some of you are looking for a woman. Some of you are looking to be in a good relationship, but you go to that relationship and as you guys chat, you pick your phone, and you're always on your phone, bro. You're not even there. You're not present. What is it that you're chatting that's more important than you just being a little bit in the moment, in the present, with someone, with people? It's absolutely important that you reduce your phone usage, especially if you're not using it for anything that productive. If you're always on Instagram or you're always on Facebook, if you still use that application, this is not a good trait for a man, I would say. Let's see here. I got a comment there. Where's my comment? My comment wasn't no longer integrated. Can you make a video on getting out of the friend zone? Okay, we'll come back to that. Getting out of the friend zone. I need a little more explanation on who is getting out. Is it the man that's getting out, the woman that's getting out? I see that in the chat. Can you make a video on getting out of the friend zone? So, where is our? Okay, we'll come back to that shortly. And the last point we're going to make is for you to build financial mastery. You know, I believe, was it the last episode of, that was Love is Blind, I believe. It wasn't the last episode, maybe the last season, I think, or the season before that, where this guy, I think his name was Nick, falling in love with, coming out of the pods with a certain girl on a proposal. And she was the one teaching him, you know, she was the one teaching him like finance and all that. So many guys are not experienced with money. They don't know what they're doing with money. And this is horrible. This is not a good place for you to be as a man. This is not you actually being in charge. Financial independence is empowering and is a key part of embracing masculine energy. Your ability to embrace and be able to make money, even if you're not making money, but you are money smart. You are smart with money. You are smart. You know what you're doing with your money. This is absolutely important. Many of you don't know what's coming in and what's going out. You don't understand the use of your money. So many subscriptions that you have that you don't even need to have, but you have those. You can go through all that and cancel them. Some of you may be paying for two things that you don't really need. You could be using one. Your ability to save money, your ability to learn about investing, your ability to learn about the stock market, these things are important for you as a man. Okay? I'm saying this with all love for you, because I don't think there's any way you can grow in life if you're not growing your finances or your knowledge with money. Then what is the growth we're talking about exactly? You could grow your personality, you could invest in yourself even more, but it's also important for you to invest in companies and learn about the stock market and have an understanding about it, and put your money in there. Create a budget and stick to it. Invest in learning about personal finance and investing, like we talked about. Build multiple streams of income to increase financial security. Okay, guys? These are the points that I believe, the ways that I believe any man can embrace a lot more masculine energy. Okay? This live stream specifically was targeted for and towards men. And I believe that obviously any woman who is watching this or who may come across this can still learn a few things and also share it even with their partner. Okay? I'm probably going to exit out of this stream here. You can still learn a lot of things and share this clip with your partner, because I strongly believe that most women want a man who is in their masculine. That is my belief. I strongly believe that many women they are there where they want a man who is actually operating in his masculine, who knows what he wants, who is a leader, who takes charge, who provides. You are moving and the woman is supporting you. She's backing you up. This is how a home should operate. I mean, I'm not here to tell you, give instructions on how you want to run your home. That's not the point that I'm trying to make here. But my point to you is for you to embrace them in a world where femininity is being pushed a lot harder and harder, and especially on men. My advice is for you to turn a little, as much as you recognize it, turn your face the other way, away from embracing and accepting high levels of feminine energy for you as a man, and living with that understanding or that principle. That is strictly left to men. That is strictly left to women, I meant. The feminine energy is left to women. You can have that, embrace that sometimes, but at the end of the day, you need to fundamentally operate in your masculine. Okay, guys, that actually brings our stream to the end. The target was for us to stay in for us to stay under just about an hour here. So that's bringing our stream to an end. And if you joined our live stream and you've been with us throughout this live, I want to thank you for joining. On the video, can you make a video getting out of comfort zone? Yeah, comfort zone. Okay, I guess that we'll get a little bit more understanding. I was asking if that comfort zone is. Wait, can you make a video on getting out of comfort zone? Okay, I thought you said friend zone initially. Okay, of course, yes, we can make a video on that, on how to get out of the comfort zone. I don't know why I read friend zone there for some reason. So guys, this brings our live stream to an end. Once again, if you have any other comments, anything else you want to share, or you want to have a conversation with me, the link is in the chat. We still have maybe about a minute or two for us to have an open conversation. And if you want to call in, or you can show your face, we can have a conversation, or you can always call in as well. Outside that, we'll be bringing the stream to an end. Okay, guys, a little bit of soft music there. I'm just going to stay here for a moment. And if anyone wants to call in, we can have a conversation. Or there's any question in the chat. If you just joined, you can always go back and watch the stream again. I'm just going to increase that music a bit more. I'm not sure how the audio and how things worked out today, because we tried something a little bit different, even though you guys may not have, noticed it, but it's on my side to notice this thing. So I'm going to end the stream at this point. And if you joined us throughout the stream, I want to thank you for joining. And I'll be looking forward to more live stream and towards you also being present in anything we're talking about going forward. Our next live will probably be having a guest. I'm going to reduce the music a bit here. Our next live will probably be having a guest as well, just like we did on the last time. And you don't want to miss that live stream. This is going to be a special guest, and what we'll be talking about will be very paramount, pretty important. I'm getting words here from Vectra the Water. I'm not sure why our comments are not showing up today on the. Let's try to figure that out. We've dialed down our energy now. The stream is a bit finished, but we're just like hanging a little bit more now. Okay, so let me see here. I know that there's something that we needed to fix. I probably closed it before, that's why. Interview chat. Let's see here. Options. Okay. I'll find it for further streams, and I should have it showing up. Enjoy the bit of it. Guys, take it easy. I'll see you on the next one. And like I said, don't miss our next live, because we'll be having a special guest join us. And I wish you a beautiful rest of your day. And if you just joined the stream, you can always go back and rewatch it as well. Thank you. Have a good one.